member from Thornhill.
Thank you very much, Speaker. And my question is to the Minister of Finance. Your budget shows that you still just don't get it, Minister. It shows that this government continues to back away from making the right decisions. You have not taken any decisive measures to rein in your spending, to cut the size, to cut the cost of government. A legislated wage freeze for all government salaries would have done exactly that. Even your union buddies are saying they at least know where they stand with my party. Instead, this budget doubles down on the same failed approach this government tried 2 years ago. Minister, will this budget bill include a legislated wage freeze for the next 2 years, yes or no?
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I'd refer the member opposite to both the budget speech and the budget documents. There's a very detailed narrative on our obligations, first in collective bargaining, that are imposed by the Supreme Court of Canada and others, Mr. Speaker. So our intention is to move forward and achieve all the targets we have laid out, fiscal targets in our plan, in a responsible way. There is one big difference between this party and that party. We have enormous respect for our teachers, our nurses, our frontline public servants. You will not ever hear this party refer to nurses as hula hoop workers. We value and are protecting. That party wants to lay off 10,000 people in the education sector. We are working to protect those jobs through the investments we've made today. Mr. Speaker, this budget has been well received across the board. It's the right plan for a strong future for Ontario, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Speaker, I'd like to quote from the very same DBRS report quoted from by the Premier just a few moments ago. The plan continues to rely on some bold assumptions, especially with respect to future growth in public sector compensation. In DBRS's view, this entails considerable implementation risk and is expected to test the resolve of the government. Speaker, this government has no resolve. This government has consistently refused to stand up to the unions, and we all know why. As a result, government spending is going up by nearly $2 billion in this budget. This government has also failed to reduce the deficit. How many failed budgets will you present before you implement a 2-year legislated wage freeze?
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, the member uses language that harkens back to a day gone by and a day that was clearly rejected by the people of Ontario. Mr. Speaker, we are moving decisively on compensation. We're moving decisively on pensions in ways that no other government has. We're doing so working with our partners in the public and broader public sectors, Mr. Speaker. Working together, we can build a strong future for this province, Mr. Speaker, building on our achievements to date. We are proud that class sizes are smaller today, that test scores are improving, that graduation rates are higher, Mr. Speaker. We're going to move forward, working with all of our partners in the broader public sector with respect and understanding for the important role they play in our schools and in our society.
Thank you. New question, the member from Essex.